Welcome to Investing in Our Scottsdale Quarterly Recap, highlighting projects from Scottsdale's Capital Improvement Program. 77th Street Access Improvements. Del Camino 2 is a residential community that has long been home to the Yaqui families in South Scottsdale, adjacent to the Indian Bend Wash. This community faces an ongoing challenge: limited access, especially during storm events. With only one access point from Roosevelt Street to the north, residents are often cut off from their homes during the rainy season due to flooding at the Indian Bend Wash. Through a federal Economic Development Initiative grant and local funding, a new $2.8 million city project will provide much-needed secondary access to the community, helping to ensure safer, more reliable access for residents. This will be achieved by building a new mixed-use pathway, which will also function as a vehicular access route during flood events. Design work and community involvement on this project have just begun, and construction is scheduled to begin in the spring of 2026. Repair lakes and irrigation in Indian Bend Wash. Most of the amenities in Scottsdale's Indian Bend Wash park system were built in the early 70s. Scottsdale voters approved funding in the 2019 bond election to make much-needed upgrades and repairs to the lakes and irrigation systems. Work began in the spring of 2023, and the first two phases of the project are now complete. Work is taking place now on Phase 3, which will build a new pump station and intake line for El Dorado Pond so that the lake water can be used to irrigate fields. Work will begin on Phase 4 during the fall of 2025 and make a series of improvements to Vista del Camino Park. The entire $34.6 million project will be built in phases and take several years to complete. Booster Pump Station 114. Several upgrades to replace aging infrastructure were recently made at Booster Pump Station 114, located just north of Violinda near the Ancala community. As part of this overnight project, the team replaced the chlorine quill used to add chlorine to the water and a critical 36-inch butterfly valve, which helps to maintain proper water pressure throughout the water delivery system. The equipment was located more than 30 feet underground, requiring careful planning and precision to ensure everything was replaced safely and efficiently. To minimize disruption, most of the work was done overnight, avoiding peak water usage hours and ensuring there were no service interruptions. These upgrades are part of a $173.6 million investment citywide to upgrade our water distribution system and ensure that it continues to operate at full capacity, providing clean, reliable water to the community. Shea Boulevard improvements. Several improvements have been made to a segment of Shea Boulevard to make the roadway operate better. Intelligent Transportation Systems, or ITS fiber, vaults, and conduit were installed along Shea Boulevard between Loop 101 and 136th Street. Intersection improvements were made at Shea Boulevard and Violinda, 110th, 114th, and 136th Streets. Right turn lanes were added at 110th and 114th Street. Signal operations were improved at Shea Boulevard and 110th Street with the addition of east-west green arrow left turn phases. Sight distance was improved at the intersections of 110th Street, Violinda, and 136th Street. Sidewalk upgrades were made on the south side of Shea Boulevard between 112th and 114th Streets and the north side of Shea Boulevard between 136th Street to the city boundary. This recently completed $19 million project was built in phases over 2 years and will make this busy travel corridor operate more efficiently. Police Training Facility. First responders in Scottsdale now have new facilities to train at thanks to a bond project that modernized and expanded the police training building. The new facility includes a new 1,500 square foot modular tactical shoot house, a new indoor 25-yard 14-bay shooting range, a new defensive tactics mat room, a new video training simulator with a 280-degree screen, a new fitness room and equipment. The building was expanded to add 2 new 30-seat classrooms that can be combined with a 60-seat capacity. Upgrades also included new locker rooms, a new break room, and new flooring and paint throughout the building. The $20.4 million renovation has modernized a building that did not meet current needs and national training standards. The new facility has already hosted training exercises for existing members of Scottsdale's Police Department, and the first class of recruit cadets will begin their careers at the facility later this month. And that concludes the latest highlights of capital projects in our community. Thanks for watching.